Complex say they've been dealing with a nightmare. Thanks for joining us for your 5 News at 10. I'm Erica Thomas.
And I'm Darren Bob. Those who live at the HighPoint apartment say they've been victims of uncomfortable living situations for months now. Residents are trying to voice their concerns to management. 5 News reporter Rachel Williams live at the apartments. What can you tell us about what happened today, Rachel?
For several months now, we've reported about the complaints on the living conditions here at the HighPoint apartments. And today, residents tried to show the property manager this 20-page report showing all the pictures of stuff that they've been facing in each building. And just a warning, some of these pictures are very graphic.
The people of HighPoint, the people of Arkansas, and the people of the United States of America deserve better than this.
Residents at this complex say they're frustrated with their living conditions and with how management is handling the situation by not offering any solutions to the problems.
Because the renters here have been dealing with issues for months, some of them have been years. I mean, there's systemic plumbing problems here, the grounds aren't properly maintained, and people just wanted results, and they wanted to have a chance to confront their property manager.
Ryan and Kristen Fortner have lived there for almost a year, and they say they've had problems since day one.
Sewage started coming up out of our bathtub to the point that the bathtub slightly started to overflow with human feces, pee. It was coming up out of our floorboards, pretty much every inch of the house.
The Fortners say they've made multiple appointments with management, but they say they've been blown off. The couple says they can't relocate because it's hard finding affordable housing.
Really, we don't have anything to do. We're left with no other option but to either resign ourselves to live in human feces or stand up and fight for ourselves.
Those residents aren't the only ones fighting for a change at the complex. On July 26th, Anna Gaston had her apartment burned down.
So I'm reaching around trying to put the fire out, and everybody's yelling at me to get out of the apartment because you couldn't see anything. The smoke was so thick.
She says after the fire, management terminated her lease and evicted her because allegedly she did not pay July's rent.
I can't believe that they told me that they were going to terminate my lease and put us out on the streets when I have 2 kids. I re-signed my lease in March, so I'm a tenant here. I pay my rent regularly.
Gaston says she paid July's rent twice and paid for the month of August, but she doesn't have documentation of the money order.
They don't have any documentation. Supposedly, I never paid my rent for the month of July, which I did, but like you're saying, my documentation burned up in the fire. So I don't know what they did with my rent for the month of July.
Right now, Gaston and her children are going back and forth from living at her friend's house and her parents'. With school back in session, it hasn't been easy for the single mom.
I'm homesick. I want to have a home. My daughter told me this morning before she got on the bus that she misses having a home and that she wishes we had a place to go to.
Billy Cook with Arkansas Renters United said they delivered this plan to the city of Fayetteville and HUD, and they now have plans to send it to elected officials. Live in Fayetteville, covering news where you live, Rachel Williams, 5 News.
All right, Rachel, thanks. 5 News did speak with a property manager today who says she's new to management and trying to catch up on everything.
We also tried to speak with her supervisor who refused comment. All right, now to